Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Furqon, and today I will tell you, I will present you about what is Figma. And in this presentation, I will tell you a few table of content. That is, what is Figma? And the second content is why so many people prefer Figma. And the third and the last content is about tips and tricks and fun question at the end. And I hope you all understand and hearing about all of my all of this presentation, so you can understand and you can answer the questions. And then in the end, you will get some prizes if you can answer the questions correctly. Okay, let's start to the first content. Oh, sorry. This is our successes. In here, I want to tell you about what and my friend already get. So, we are certificated and we are already masters on this software. Okay, we go to the first content, that is, what is Figma? Figma is a very good and efficient software for graphic designing, UI UX prototyping, and creating some software before you know how it will make. And the software was cloud based, and you just need the internet to save all of your projects. So in Figma, you can do many things, but in Figma, why it's a very good and efficient, because so many software similar like Figma, like the example is like Adobe XD and the other, it was kind of expensive. You need to buy it and pay it per month around 350 rupiahs, up to 400. Okay, we go to the next. With Figma, you are able to first designing your interfaces. This includes making the look of an app on your phone, creating a website, or even creating a logo for a company or just a personal branding. And then in here you can see I already make some web login projects. In here I make all the component myself, and in here you can see all of the progress. This is when it was start, and this is when it's end, and this is the color palette that I use. The next is prototyping. You can make a first version of an app or website to check how it will look and how it will work before it was really made. In here, before you already see how the web login page that I made was working later on if I make it by myself. We can see it again in here. This I'm showing you all the prototypings, and this is what will you get if I already make it by my own, and that is what prototyping is. So you doesn't need the developers just need to see on your workflow on the story flow. So he doesn't need to think again how will the animation will be, how it will work, how it will be shown. So they just really code and make it like what your expectation is. Okay, the next is team up with others. Figma let you team up with other person, like your team, friends, and or family even. Like you just work on the school project with your friends. In here you can team up with others. You can team up with others in a real time, but you just need a good internet, and you can discuss editing other projects, working on projects, and the other in real time. So it was quick and like I tell you before, Figma is a cloud-based. Even your friend who was editing your projects, it will be safe. So you doesn't need to worry about how if his project was not saved in the file. How is his project was not done and it was unsafe. You doesn't need to worry about it because Figma is a cloud based, and that is one of the strongest point why Figma is a very good and a very efficient app. And then the last is plugin integration. Figma let you use the plugin for free, and you can make this. You can use this all the plugins that for faster work time and automation. So you can work faster and do your projects more efficient. In here you can see there is some of the plugin that I was screenshotting, but in here there is more. This is the community. The community was very big. I can tell you, there is more than 100,000 people that already made some plugins that was very useful, and the top notch is this is the plugin for free, so you doesn't need to pay. But in some plugin that I will tell it was very good and very efficient, they need some in here in ad purchase, so there will be third party payment if you want to get token and use that plugin until your project is done. Okay, before I go to the next content, are you guys understand? Okay, I will point at someone. If I will point at someone, if he can answer, I will give some prize. Okay, Mukni, stand up. Come here.
What?
Before you say you understand about what I presentation in here, right?
I don't say understand.
That's alright. I hope you understand, but can you tell me three main point in this first section, in this first content, that what is Figma?
What is Figma? The first you
Just tell 3 point.
about the prototyping.
Yes.
Yeah, UI.
Yes.
And then the plugin.
Yes. After that,
Then,
plus
what's he pay? Not like Photoshop and anything.
free.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. I thank you for hearing my presentation well. This is your prize. Okay, you can back to your seat. Okay, thank you, bro. Okay, we're gonna go to the next presentation. Why so many people prefer Figma? There is so many apps, software that was very similar or even almost the same like Figma. And in here, I will tell you some point
Yeah.
that was making Figma was one of the ultimate point why Figma is almost or the best illustration UX designing and prototyping for nowadays, because Figma, like I said, it was free, cloud based, and you can do all of your creativity in there. Even that is some small things that you cannot do, like maybe you want to make rounded type space in Adobe Illustrator. You can make it without using anything. That was a tool for it. Why? Because Illustrator or Photoshop was paid and already have a tool for that. But in Figma, you cannot do that. There is some plugins named arc bending type space, so you can make some type space become rounded. Maybe that is one of the examples that Figma cannot be. But if you already master the Figma, you can work until the project end. And the most strong points of Figma is because of the very many so many plugins that's free and good, and you and it was very good for UI UX prototyping, and that's all. And then we go to the last, that is tips and tricks. For the tips and tricks in here, I will tell you three. The first is use component. If you ever see, or you ever use a component in a Figma, you will know it was very useful if you want to reduce your prototyping progress. If you use the component correctly and efficiently, it will reduce 50 to 80% of your time of prototyping without any without you work very hard, like you doesn't use component. And the next is learn keyboard shortcuts. In many editing software, or in many graphic illustration software, there is so many keyboard shortcuts. And in Figma, you need to learn it too. Why? Because if you just go to the tool, or you just search for the tool manually, maybe it's just adding some like 10 to 15 seconds to search it. But if you times it for 10, it will be 150 seconds. And if you do it again, like 1,000 times, if you work in a very big project, you it will cut it will filling your time, maybe like 3 or until 10 hours more if it was a very good project, a very big project. So it will help you for work faster and more efficiently. And the last is plugin exploration, like what I said to you. Figma offers a variety of plugin that can enhance your design skill, that can enhance how your designs look, how your prototyping look. Okay, let's go to the last and very good, that is fun questions. Like what I said in the start, you need to raise your hand, and then if you answer correctly, you can get some prizes. Okay, before I do the fun questions, I hope you all close your laptop so you can answer, and there is some chance you will get the prize in here. Okay, let's go to the first questions. What is Figma? Wait, I will count you until 3, and if you raise your hand at the first, I will call you in. Okay, put your hand down, all down, straight to the bottom. Put your hand down, Gus. Okay, we will start in 3, 2, 3. And until 1. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I will do it again, so it will be more fair. In count 3, 2, 1. Easier. Come here.
Design application.
Application. That's your answer. You sure?
Sure.
You lock it?
Okay.
Okay.
Design and
Yes, it was right. And what you want? 1 or 2?
5.
Because you say first, you did it in If you say 5, you didn't get it. Okay. 2.
I like that, man.
Okay. Thank you. Because the question was very little, there is one more questions and the presentation will be done. We're gonna make it fast. Okay, the second is, what can you do with Figma? I will count until 3 and 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Wow! Emir, come here.
That making what, cuy? Making.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Making.
The friend.
The question is.
It is making.
It is.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Not yet
I'm sorry. There is something wrong with these questions.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Making.
Okay. I'm just gonna tell. This is making graphic design, UI UX, and prototyping. From here.
Wait.
What you want? This is UI UX, prototyping, and graphic designing. This is 3D modeling, and you can ask.
Making.
Making UI UX and prototyping and other.
Yes.
Okay, that is right. And thank you for your attention. I'm sorry. That's all from me. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention. My name is Furqon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi